It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spill, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
Man, what's going on, everybody, man? Y'all know what it is, man. We back on Knee High to the Tree High, man. It's your boy Mar. That's your boy P right there.
Yes, sir. We here. We back. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that good jazz, man.
Man, let them know, man. You can find us on all platforms, man. Whatever you get your podcast from, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Man, we got shorts on YouTube. We got everything for y'all entertainment pleasures. How about that?
For the itching ears, you know what I'm saying?
Man, what going on, OP, man? Wasn't much going on
Hey,
this
listen,
weekend.
man. Another day, another dollar. It's a great day to be alive, man. We here, man.
We here, man. We were a little short of football, though, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Like,
Yeah, man. We had yeah. I don't even know what to call it, man. But yeah, we had the Pro Bowl games happening this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm you know, I'm a little bit of the old school, so I'm used to the traditional Pro Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Where you just line up, take the best from the NFC, best from the AFC, and they play head to head in the game. That's what I'm used to.
bro, they did the same thing. They just made a two-hand touch instead of football, bro.
Man, come on, man. We're talking about the Pro Bowl games, man. So the NFL decided to switch it up. I guess the regular game was getting a bit stale because players were a little bit more conscious of injuries and, you know, not wanting to play and all the other stuff. So they said, you know what? Let's just scrap the P40. And then we're going to figure out a better way to do it. So they came up with, there was always skills challenges in the Pro Bowl, in the former Pro Bowls, but now they added a few more to it and made it a complete Pro Bowl game. So, I'm sorry, Pro Bowl games, plural. So, yeah. So tell me, Mark, what was your initial thoughts before you actually saw it? Like pre this weekend, what did you think it was gonna be?
I feel like it was gonna be 7-on-7, to be honest. Like, that's what I was expecting. It wasn't far for them. You know, they had the flag football aspect to it.
It was 7-on-7 flag football.
Yeah, 7-on-7 flag football. You know, so
Yeah.
So it reminded me of a two-hand touch game. You know, everybody had reset back in the day, and, you know, you go out there, you really want to play tackle, but because we in school, you know, you can't play tackle, so you got to play two-hand touch. So pretty much I just watched a two-hand touch Pro Bowl football game on TV.
People that getting paid millions of dollars to go out there and do two-hand touch.
Play two-hand touch. So
yeah,
it was like watching, you know, some of the best players in the neighborhood come down on a Saturday, you know what I'm saying, at some random middle school, you know, and do their thing. But,
yeah,
you know, they had Peyton and Eli coaching.
I saw Ray Lewis out there.
Bro, I really wasn't feeling it like that, bro.
You wasn't feeling it, bro. Hey, listen.
I wasn't feeling it, bro.
I could tell from the look in your eyes you wasn't fooling with it, cuz. What I'm saying is,
I wasn't fooling with it when you called me and asked me was I watching it, and I said
bro, listen,
no.
Man. Only thing I can say is they took a step. The NFL took a step in the right direction. I'm not saying that it was what was needed, but I'm saying from a fan standpoint, I think it was a little bit more entertaining than just people lining up in full pads out there playing. They were basically playing two-hand touch probably by that last Pro Bowl year. It was, I mean, they wasn't even really trying to do anything out there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I felt like there were entertaining moments of the Pro Bowl. I just really like when I think about what I want to watch on a football field. I would rather watch a live football game than I would rather go watch a 7-on-7 or a flag football game. That's just.
I mean, listen, I get it, man. So I guess,
bro.
I guess from the it's you know what's probably be better. What was that game we used to play at Auburn? Was it like Fast 7 or something with all the O linemen and D linemen?
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, you talking
Whatever
about
the game was.
UGA camp.
No, I'm talking about what we used to do. Oh man, I don't know. You might have been gone by then, but it was basically like 7-on-7, but the O line version and D line version. So I think they should try to go that route one year instead of having the skills, like just switch the positions. So you already like I said, you taking a step in the right direction by not trying to give us a watered down football. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put pads on and you line up, we expecting an all out football game. But you remove the pads. Okay, we moving in the right direction. We adding different little nuances to the Pro Bowl. Okay, cool. I think the next step is switch the positions. Let the linemen do the 7-on-7 stuff, and then those little sled pushes and the other things that the linemen had to do, let the skilled people do that. Let the kickers be the deep snappers, and let the deep snappers be the kickers. I mean, just give it a twist.
Yeah, see, like
give it a twist,
man.
Man.
Doing too much, bro. You just doing too much, bro.
I understand. Too much, bro. I understand where you're coming from.
I just want to watch a football game. I want to watch the All Stars play against the All Stars, bro.
But like, I think that's dead, bro. I mean, football has become one of those sports where it's just. I mean, it's obvious it's been that way, but the players are getting smarter. They're not just going out there being crash dummies, and they're looking for longevity, and they have their careers and their brand that they take precedence over All-Stars or AKA Pro Bowls. So what I'm saying is the Pro Bowl is a thing of the past. I don't think it's going to ever come back the way it used to be. So because of that, you have to try to get as creative as possible, or else you're just going to have to end up doing away with Pro Bowl, period. And I don't think that's what fans want to do. So, I mean, I think the only other option was to do this, in my opinion.
I mean, it was a valiant effort, bro. Like, to be honest, it was entertaining in parts. I watched the quarterback competition. You know, some of the lineman competitions, those, you know, you always like to see those skill competitions. Like, that was one thing that we would always watch at the Pro Bowl. If you think back to it, I would probably say back in the day, the most watched was probably the strongman competition where they repped out 225, and then probably the fastest man competition. So those are two things that you want to see where you know guys will go out there and compete. But I'm not even really sure if guys are competing 100% in the fastest man competition. You know, did they have the fastest man competition?
I believe they did. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, listen, bro. The brands, the longevity, the risk of injuries, all that takes precedence over the Pro Bowl the way it has never been in the past.
I hear what you're saying. You telling me it got to be watered down.
What I'm saying is in the past,
that's all we can get it watered down.
In the past, it was a complete honor to go to the Pro Bowl and play against everybody else. Everybody lined up, you played. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that's old. You know what I mean? I think it's obsolete now. Players are not doing that anymore. So we have to figure out.
I know it's been obsolete, bro. Like, hands down. Like, even by the time I played in the Pro Bowl, bro. Like, guys weren't going 100%. You know.
Yeah.
They might give you 50%, at best. Maybe in the last drive to see who gonna win the game, you might crank it up to
Yeah, yeah.
85, 90%. Because it's like, oh, we only down a touchdown, or what I'm saying, if
And
somebody
you can get
scores,
that.
they win the game.
What was the difference again? It was what was the difference between the losers and the winner?
It was like 20 and 40. You know what
20.
I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
you get an
so
extra little $20,000. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna try to go ahead and win that thing.
you gonna try and win it. I mean, because the Pro Bowl I played in out Hawaii tax is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if you get a $20,000 check, you probably ain't gonna see 10 of it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
they taking half guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So
What?
like the difference between you getting a less than $10,000 check and then at least a check. You know what I'm saying? It got 5 digits on it. Like it's a little bit of an incentive.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So guys might not play the whole game for it, but they'll play. You know what I'm saying? At least that last drive to see who actually gets the bigger check. You know what I mean? Like so.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, that was a thrill of, but it wasn't. But like, it was watered down back then. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it really wasn't a game, like a full on game. So, I mean, theoretically, I just like to see the best against the best. You know what I'm saying? Playing as hard as they can to see who the best is. But that's realistically in
yeah.
this day and age
That's
ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
that make believe there, man. Look, I knew the game was done once they moved it out of Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? Once they moved back to the States, I said, yeah, there's only so many more years this game gonna last. You know what I mean? So I just think it'd be entertaining to see some O linemen or some D linemen racing, trying to be the fastest man. I mean, it's gonna probably be some pulled hamstring. But I mean, I just think it'd be funny. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's something that you would want to see people outside of their normal element. You know what I'm saying? Like a Devontae Adams. Like, bro, you run routes every day of your life, just about. So if you coming out here running routes at the flag, I mean, yes, you might catch it, but it's the same old two step. You doing the same thing. I just say switch it up. Have everybody out there looking, doing something different. It'll just, at the very least, it'll be funny. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll see people doing things that they don't have a clue how to do. So I mean, like I said, overall, it wasn't. I feel like I believe it's a step in the right direction for what they have, and so all we can do is just see how it evolves from here. It was the first annual one, so we'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was
I'm gonna say,
I was taken aback.
what I think.
I was taken aback. I don't know what happened, but once I seen the quarterbacks out there at flag football, I didn't really. I was confused.
You didn't know what was going on.
I was like, what? Huh? I mean, like I said, it's no disrespect, but I just was confused as to what happened to the rest of them.
Why Huntley was at quarterback instead of Josh Allen or Joe Burrow?
I'm hoping that there was some back history, but like I said, we don't like, on this show we don't dive into it that deep. You know what I'm saying? If it don't pop out at us, we.
I mean, I know that whenever you get selected to the Pro Bowl, you can opt in or opt out. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm guessing Joe Burrow, Josh Allen decided to opt out. I mean, you making that much money, ain't no telling how much money Joe Burrow gonna make when it's time for him to come up.
Oh
So,
man, he gonna break the bank.
like you say, they smarter. They not gonna take those chances like that.
Yeah. Well, shoot, there it is, man. I thought you were about to say something about your honest opinion, man. What you got?
In my honest opinion, I think the only way to raise the level of play at the Pro Bowl is to raise the level of pay at the Pro Bowl.
I hear you, man.
I mean, these guys are making buku bucks right now. I'm talking about they making big bags. You know what I'm saying? So protecting your bag and your brand is always going to be important. So I feel like if you give the guys some incentive to go out there and play, I'm talking about $250,000 or better, $500,000 or better, you know what I'm saying? now I think you still attract those big name stars who, guess what? Oh, yeah, I still make some money, but do I want to pick up a $500,000? Yes, I will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it will be a bigger payout for the NFL, but I think that if you raise the level of pay to that level, I think it'll be incentives for those big names and stuff to still come out. And then, not to mention, say, just for shits and giggles, right? Let's say the loser get $250 and the winner get $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big difference and a big jump. You know what I'm saying? So, if you talk about an extra $250,000 or whether I win or lose, bro, that gonna put a little pep in your step, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It will, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, like I told you before, I just think that the average football player has gotten smarter. I just think, regardless of the money part, I think they're looking long term. So, I mean, let's take Lamar Jackson, for example. Like, I think 10 years ago, Lamar would have been out there playing. But we in 2022, 2023, he like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and hold this and sit out for this one until I get my contract.
Bro, because it don't make no sense to play, though. Like, if I'm coming to play in the game and I'm only going to make, like, they capped it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like any like scales or anything like that. It's like you come out, you either get this or you get this. You win or you lose, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for the big time players who are already making, you know, tens of millions of dollars a year, like, $20,000 ain't really gonna make them move much, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a private flight to, you know what I'm saying, some destination in the United States for them. So it's like, that's not really going to be that big of an incentive. So all I'm saying is I don't know what the amount will be, and maybe it's too high to actually, like, you know, get the guys to come back out there and really play again. But I just feel like if there was more money on the line, then it'll be more competition on the field. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that might be true. You know what I mean? Might be true. You know. Listen, we'll never know until they actually do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. But on to the next one, man. We'll see. I mean, it was, if I had to rate this year's Pro Bowl compared to last year's Pro Bowl, I think this year's Pro Bowl was more entertaining. So, like you say, it's a step in the right direction, right? At least we making progress.
At least we thinking outside the box a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Outside the box. You know what I'm saying? We got the big man skills challenge coming up next year.
The traditions ain't working. You know what I'm saying? This new generation, they ain't having that.
They ain't having that, cuz. They ain't having it, bro.
Yeah. Well, there it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We recap the Pro Bowl, man. You know what this weekend is. We already done touched that. You know what I mean? You know what's coming up this weekend.
What you say?
Fly, Eagles, fly. On to victory. You know it. You already know.
On to the next one, man. Get out this Pro Bowl week, man.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have to shout out to Jalen, man. I know, and Patrick, man. I mean, they say that it's Black History Month, so we're going to go ahead and shout them out because it's the first time ever that we got two black quarterbacks. And you can call it what you want to, biracial, however you want to look at it, but they got some black blood in them, so we gonna claim them in the Super Bowl. Plus, what I've been seeing too, first black woman to represent the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. So,
hey, man.
There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of segues in between, you know.
A lot of firsts in this one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, for this Black History Month. So shout all them out, man. Y'all keep doing your thing. And we just look forward to the game, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out both of them, boy, man. Oh, yeah. Shout out Black History Month, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just sit back, you know what I'm saying, think about where we came from, you know what I'm saying, where we going. And appreciate the ones, you know, who got us where we are. You know, appreciate everybody. You know, thank y'all for listening, man.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.